Hello everybody, this is Bob here, and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 6 NASCAR Racing. Continuing on with this next race in the NASCAR World Tour. Yeah, I forgot to say that in the last video, but you know all about it because it's in the title, of course. Now, we're racing at Circuit of the Americas, and I was Dale Jr. in the last video, even though I was supposed to be Denny Hamlin in the last video. And since I wasn't Denny Hamlin in the last video, I'm going to be him for this video. So where is Denny Hamlin? There he is. He only has one paint scheme in this game, even though he has multiple FedEx paint schemes. Yeah.
Your next race will be at the Circuit of the Americas, featuring wide corners to promote passing.
Yeah. That's what every road course needs. Wide turns to promote passing. That's what every road course needs, because it makes the race more exciting. If the course is narrow, then there's not that many passing places. That makes the racing boring. So, yeah. And NASCAR could come to this track in real life and have a race here. I'd like to see them do that.
NASCAR rules restrict their race cars to iron block engines. So, engineers use compacted graphite iron, good for high combustion pressures and lightweight.
Interesting. However, I would like to see NASCAR teams build their own engine. It would make it a lot more exciting. So let's equip a mod. We're gonna go over to these guys. Actually, no, let's go over to the common mods and just use up all the common mods. Perfect. Okay, I've got a couple of useless mods. I'll just sell these because I don't need them. Alright, I guess I'll just use extra braking. And I'll also turn up the difficulty a bit because I had to lower the difficulty for the Long Beach race because of how hard that was. So, let's now get on with this race. Alright, so here we are at Circuit of the Americas, interesting track. This track is a Formula 1 track, and this race is all entirely NASCARs, okay? And there goes everyone doing some brake checking and stuff. Wow. I don't know why I said no, there was really no reason to. And we're now up to 5th place after the first turn, which is that silly hairpin turn, which... Okay, Carl Edwards, get off of me, Edwards. Jeez, man. No need for that. Alright, I'm just gonna have to rewind until I get back on the track. I don't know why I decided to rub into Carl Edwards, because that was kind of... Alright, he's just gonna brake. I'm gonna pass these guys. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, wow, look at that. It's Danica Patrick in the lead. You don't see that every day. Well, you hardly see that at all. I mean, I think the last... No, the last time that we saw Danica Patrick in the lead was in the Sonoma race this year. I was about to say that the last time that we saw Danica in the lead was the 2013 Daytona 500, but no, she has been in the lead fairly recently. Alright, there's Casey Kane. Thanks for that, man. And now we're coming up on Danica Patrick. One of the worst drivers in NASCAR, and they're female, which makes sense, so, yeah. We should see more females in NASCAR, like currently, Danica Patrick. Okay, that was a bit stupid, don't do that. However, it doesn't cost us any momentum, at least for right now, and there goes Casey Kane, right behind us, and, okay, I just did that, I overdrove the corner. So let's get back on the track, and there goes Casey Kane, but I'm going to pull the crossover move on him. Maybe. Oh, it's going to be close. Yes, I do it. Alrighty. Come on. Okay, I rubbed on Danica, and I will take the lead this time round. Alrighty, we're now in the lead. Wow, I just stayed on the throttle going through that corner. Okay, I just cut that corner. I stayed on the throttle going through that long corner, and everyone else braked. Yeah. Well, we're already up in first, so this has turned into a much more boring race. We're already doing a lot more. We're already doing much better than we were at Long Beach. But this race is gonna be a bit of a boring one. So let's get on the outside so we can do this corner nice and nicely. Alright, there goes Danica trying to... Wow! Danica tried to overtake me, but then she got loose. Oh dear. Of course, there have been better female drivers than Danica. And look at that, we're gonna do a drift! Oh, I didn't bank the points, but who cares? That was an amazing drift nonetheless. And there goes Casey Kane. And I just did. Wow. Okay, that was kind of bad. Yeah, there's Casey Kane. So yeah, also, speaking of Casey Kane, if you didn't know, Casey Kane is going to be driving a Drive to End Hunger paint scheme at Bristol this weekend. Of course, Drive to End Hunger used to sponsor Jeff Gordon, but then Jeff Gordon retired, and there goes Casey Kane for the lead. So since Jeff Gordon has left NASCAR, or retired from NASCAR, I mean, well, retired as a NASCAR driver, I mean, he's still an announcer at Fox, but just stuff. I mean, well, Danica... Alright, I need to start from scratch. Okay, Casey Kane, no need for that. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying before, Jeff Gordon still drives in NASCAR, but now Drive to End Hunger sponsors Casey Kane, because of course they used to sponsor Jeff Gordon, but then Jeff Gordon retired from NASCAR racing. So yeah. And honestly, this Drive to End Hunger paint scheme on Casey Kane looks meh. Just meh. It looks worse than Jeff Gordon's paint scheme. Like, I would put some more vinyls on it. Like the thing that makes a paint scheme cool is vinyls. Like Denny Hamlin's car here. This paint scheme is pretty cool, and I'm driving off the track because I'm not looking where I'm going. This paint scheme looks cool because it has vinyls on it. And, yeah. Hang on. Is that the Exalta logo on Casey Kane, or am I just blind? Nope, that's Farmers. Okay, there was no point in going to photo mode there, but hey. Just checking, just checking. And I brake late for this corner, which means I'm going to end up overdriving it. Man, this race has just been filled with overdriving corners, and there goes Casey Kane for the lead. There's Chase Elliott up to third. Alright, up to, race halfway completed, and I'm going to dive bomb it underneath Casey Kane, and there goes, okay, I was going to dive bomb Casey Kane underneath him, but then Chase Elliott decided to dive bomb under me, which messed me up. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to chop off these corners, and I'm going to get up to Casey Kane and to take the lead once again. Okay, and now it's an exciting battle for the lead, and there I go, because Casey Kane messed me up. Gonna drive it through this corner, gonna overdrive the track. Of course, that would be illegal in the real world, but this is only a game which doesn't support penalties, so I'm good. And, well, there goes Casey Kane into the tire barrier. He's pretty much gone. And Carl Edwards will take the lead until he breaks for the corner. And there's Brad Keselowski about to ram him in the rear. This race is definitely an exciting one. So yeah, Casey Kane decided to drive it into the tire barriers, which cost him a good position in this race. Too bad for Casey Kane. I would have liked him to come into second, but he overdrove the corner like I did and ended up into the tire barrier, which cost him a good spot in this race. Too bad for Casey Kane. And also, it makes me wonder why Casey Kane is on Hendrick Motorsports. And I was like, why is he on Hendrick? Well, what kind of answered my question was that, well, Kyle Busch used to drive the number 5 on Hendrick Motorsports team. But then he moved over to Joe Gibbs Racing to drive the 18. So Casey Kane took over the number 5. Yeah. So I guess that's why Casey Kane, or that's how Casey Kane ended up on Hendrick Motorsports, because somebody had to drive the number 5, since Hendrick Motorsports wants their team to stay as a 4-car team, as they were the first NASCAR team to expand their team to 4 cars. So yeah. Then Joe Gibbs Racing expanded their team to 4 cars, or was that Stewart-Haas Racing? I don't know. I remember when Tony Stewart used to drive the number 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing, but then he created his own racing team, which earned him 2 more championships, so it was the right decision. Even though Tony Stewart won't be in NASCAR for too much longer, but at least Clint Boyer will be driving the 14, which means that Clint Boyer can get some wins, as Clint Boyer hasn't won a race in NASCAR since, well, a really long time actually. So it'll be pretty exciting to see Clint Boyer on Stewart-Haas Racing next year. I'm also excited to see Eric Jones in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. He'll be driving the number 77 on Furniture Row Racing, so Furniture Row Racing won't be a single car team anymore, with just Martin Truex Jr. at the wheel. Because Furniture Row Racing has been in NASCAR for how many years? And they've been a single car team, I assume, always during Furniture Row Racing's existence in NASCAR. But correct me if I'm wrong. And of course, Kurt Busch used to drive for Furniture Row Racing, but then he moved to Stewart-Haas Racing. So then Martin Truex Jr. joined Furniture Row Racing after he got kicked off of whatever team he was on before that. So now we are coming to near the end of this race, and I'm going to win it by quite some margin. So yeah. So I am going to win this race by 300 feet, 400 feet, 459 feet. I will win this race by. Yeah. Not the best finish in NASCAR, but hey. Alright, so I get that much stuff, and I will earn some XP for driver level, of course, and affinity level, and mods unlocked. Okay. And yes, that is it for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It looks like for the next race we'll be going to Sebring. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.